Okay, one more thing here before we hop out of this section. So, yeah, Jaqen Hagar, right? We always kind of go. I love when his name pops up in the podcast and we end up talking about him. A few weeks back, maybe it was a month or so ago, we were actually talking about him and the killing of Pate, and sort of this. This is over in Old Town, and Sir Eric actually sent us something here and just made a quick mention, just a quick comment. He's kind of, we talked about whether or not that assassin, that Faceless Man who was there to acquire the key. Again, this is in Old Town. I think this is in Feast, I'm pretty sure. Prologue, yeah. And it's sort of like, the discussion that we had was let's say I give Sir Matt, or let's just use Sir Matt as the example, and he's a Faceless Man, and I've ordered him to kill some High Lord. Does that mean that he has the right to kill whoever he needs to finish that mission? You know what I'm saying? It's like is he allowed to kill whoever he needs to because he was paid, and the God of Death, needs like this Lord or this King or whoever is named, and anybody who gets in the way, whether it be an advisor or what have you, is going to be killed. So we were kind of going back and forth on that, and sort of like, why is it that a Faceless Man would show up in Old Town and would kill Pate to get this key to the Citadel? And at the end of, I think it's at the end of that book, when Sam is there, and you've got Alaris and Marwyn the Mage, and they're talking, and it seems like, again, that Pate, who was killed in the beginning, is there again. And the Faceless Man had sort of taken his face and is now in the Citadel with the key and after something. So it just made me think, like, if that truly is a Faceless Man and that's an assassin, which we believe that it is, like, how does that person, why are they allowed to kill what seems like a pretty insignificant character to get the key? Like, were they paid to get a key? And just that, it makes me start to wonder if it is a Faceless Man. Does that make sense, Sir Matt?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, like, let's say, the Sept of Baelor, right? Cersei blows it up. Would you be allowed to do that in order to kill one person?
Yeah.
I don't think so. It seems pretty specific, right? Because, I mean, the whole deal when they're introduced, right, is you denied the Red God 3 deaths.
Yes.
So now he must be repaid. And so he's very specific in the fact that it's 3 deaths. It's not, one of us was important and the other 2 aren't. It's very specifically 3. And just that, you saved us, so the Red God was going to have these deaths. So I'm with you. I think that no, you cannot just kill anyone in order to kill your target. Yeah. So I'm with you. I don't know that it is a Faceless Man.
And so let's just back just a little bit here. So this is, again, I had to pull it up real quick. So this is point of view is Pate, and he is like the alchemist. This alchemist has asked him to go retrieve this key from Archmaester Walgrave's, and he goes to do this. He's going to pay him a golden dragon, and yeah. So there's that. He actually ends up stealing the key. He takes it. And this alchemist, who, by the way, any place that you go and you look and you try to figure out who this person is, it's noted by many people that he has the same facial features and structure, and that he looks like the face that Jaqen Hagar took in front of Arya. Arya describes his new face, and it seems like the alchemist here is that same character. We don't really know that. We do know that he then takes the key and kills this boy. Okay, he kills Pate. And then later on, we see that Pate is still around at the end of the book. And we wonder then, is it that the alchemist acquired his face? And this is sort of what's believed, is that then he's there at the end. So if there's more to that and people have thoughts or ideas on that, I'd love to hear it. And I'd also love to go back and forth on the idea of whether or not it is possible for a Faceless Man to do that, to kill whoever you want along the way of reaching your final goal, because we've never really seen them go after a big topic or a big player. Yeah,
that would be a great poll in our Facebook group.
Yeah, I think it would be. Yes, I think that'd be really interesting. So, yeah, and so something that Sir Eric mentioned here, he said that it seems more likely that this rule is actually propaganda to hide their true manipulation of the world. And I thought that was interesting that he's thinking that instead of like, as you said, so that, Jaqen had owed Arya three names or whatever, because that's what was owed. It's more like that's just what they say. That's what these Faceless Men, kind of are known for. It's like sort of a 1-to-1. You name somebody, boom, we're gonna go after that guy. We're gonna kill just that guy, and we're super good at it. And we're only taking him out. And Sir Eric is saying maybe that's just propaganda. Maybe that's manipulation. Maybe they're doing a lot more of this than we realize. And I have to imagine if you were to take out, let's say, a king, like you named a king or you named a high lord, to get to him, you would have to go through his bodyguards in some way. Like there may be some collateral damage or whatever, right?
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
So, and that may not be intentional, but this was very direct. I mean, this was sort of, he killed this. He used this person to get the key because he knew where it was at, and then he assumed his identity, and now he's in there with this special key that from Archmaester Walgrave. So just food for thought. I wanted to see what people kind of thought about this, and why is it okay for him to kill that person, and what's his ultimate goal? Like, did somebody name Pate, and so then that made it okay? Did he go to the girl that he was pursuing, who named him, and so that's sort of how he manipulates the system a little bit? I don't know. It's just something that I keeps me up at night. All right.
Okay, man.